Hello children, hope all of us are doing good. The topic that we will study today is articles. Now think of the words which are wrongly used or are missing from these sentences. इन sentences में या तो किसी word का use गलत किया गया है या कोई word missing है. So the first sentence is A Taj Mahal is pride of India. तो यहाँ पे क्या mistake है पता करिए. Let's do this. Rewrite the above sentences using correct or missing words. तो यहाँ पे जब आप mistake identify कर देंगे तो sentence को correct करके लिखिए. Tell. Take names of a few singular nouns to your friend and ask him or her to add words before these. मतलब कुछ singular noun के names अपने friend के सामने कहिए. अब आपके friend जो हैं उनके सामने उन words उन nouns के सामने कुछ correct word को add करेंगे. Let's read. Articles are descriptive adjective words which are used to modify the nouns. Generally articles are a, an and the. मतलब वो वाले descriptive adjectives जो noun को modify करने के लिए use करे जाते हैं. ज़्यादातर हमारे articles होते हैं a, an और the. For example, Shobhit is a wonderful person. It is raining. Take an umbrella. Lion is rightly called king of the jungle. Now let us look at the kinds of articles. So articles are of two types, definite and indefinite. Definite articles refers to a specific noun or its group and is represented by the word the. मतलब कोई भी specific noun या वैसा group उसको जब हम रेफर करते हैं तो उसके लिए हम definite article लगाते हैं the. For example, sun comes out of the clouds. Indefinite articles are represented by the words a and an, but the noun that they refer to is not a specific one. The noun that indefinite article modifies is in singular number. मतलब अगर कोई noun जो कि specific नहीं है, कोई भी नाउन हो सकता है पर स्पेसिफिक नहीं है और सिंगुलर है नंबर में, तो उसके सामने हम इनडेफिनिट आर्टिकल लगाते हैं ए या फिर एन. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, क्रिकेट इज प्लेड विद अ बैट एंड अ बॉल. इट वॉज फर्स्ट टाइम फॉर टू सिट इन एन एयरप्लेन. नाउ लेट अस लुक एट रूल्स फॉर यूजिंग ए एंड एन. ए इज यूज्ड विद नाउन ऑफ सिंगुलर नंबर which gives a consonant sound. मतलब एक तो noun singular होना चाहिए और उसमें consonant की sound आनी चाहिए. This noun begins with a vowel or consonant. For example, Shubha is facing a problem. Reena studies in a university now. An is used with noun of singular number giving out a vowel sound. This noun begins with vowel or consonant. मतलब अगर आपका noun singular है और उसका जो साउंड आ रहा है शुरू का बिगिनिंग का वो वॉवल का साउंड है तो आप एन लगाएंगे. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, माई फादर वॉज एन ऑनरेबल पर्सन. आई फेड शुगर केन टू एन एलिफेंट ड्यूरिंग माई विजिट टू केरला. देन रूल्स फॉर यूजिंग द. बिफोर द नेम्स ऑफ नेशनैलिटीज और कम्युनिटीज, अगर आपने कोई नेशनैलिटी या कम्युनिटी को के लिए नाउन यूज़ करा है तो उससे पहले आप द लगाते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, द जापानीज एंड द अमेरिकन्स वर पार्ट ऑफ द विजिटिंग टीम. द ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट हैड इम्प्रिजन्ड महात्मा गांधी मेनी टाइम्स. Before the names of a few countries. For example, the USA is a big country. Queen Elizabeth II is the ceremonial head of the Commonwealth. Before the names of rivers, islands, mountain ranges and valleys. For example, the Ganges is the longest river of our country. Last year I had gone to the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Then before the names of planets, satellites, stars, directions. For example, the sun is center of our solar system. Neil Armstrong was the first man to land on the moon. Then before such singular nouns which represent the entire group. For example, the dog is a faithful animal. The cat is a charming pet. Then before the names of certain books. For example, the Ramayana was written by sage Valmiki. The Holy Bible teaches compassion among many other virtues. Then before the names of newspapers, magazines, periodicals. For example, the Times of India analyzes the news in great detail. The Hindu is a very old newspaper. Then before the names of organizations. For example, my uncle has worked in the TISCO. The Hindustan Motors Limited made famous ambassador cars for many years. Before the names of historical monuments and the public places. For example, Prime Minister gives his speech from the Red Fort on 15th August. I like the Victoria Memorial in Kolkata. Then before the names of political parties. For example, the Bharatiya Janata Party is a major party of our country. Then before the names of historical events. For example, the Dandi March was a protest against Salt Act of the British government. Then before the superlative degrees. For example, Ratna got accolades for being the most sincere girl of the class. Now let us look at rules for omission of the articles. Sometimes the articles are deliberately omitted as explained below. Before the names of items, example, diamond is a precious gem. Before common nouns, example, Amritsar is holy place. Before a few proper nouns, example, New Delhi is the capital of India. Before the abstract nouns, example, anger should be controlled. Before the name of the language, example, I want to learn French. Before the names of the relations, for example, my uncle and aunt lived in Kolkata. In the case of the use of two or more adjectives for one noun only, article is used before the first adjective only. मतलब अगर एक नाउन के लिए दो या ज़्यादा एडजेक्टिव्स आपने यूज़ करे हैं तो जो आर्टिकल है वो सिर्फ पहले एडजेक्टिव के साथ यूज़ करेंगे. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, द स्वीट लिटिल नॉटी बॉय वॉज लव्ड बाय ऑल. Now, in the case where two nouns are used for the same person, article is used before the first noun only, otherwise before both the nouns. For example, she is a better speaker than leader. For a single person, she is a better speaker than a leader. Two persons. Let's write. Fill in the blanks with a, an or the. Put a cross if nothing is required. यहाँ sentences में जो आपको blanks दिए गए हैं, उन blanks में आप suitable article लगाएंगे, a, an या फिर the, और जहाँ need नहीं है वहाँ पे आप एक cross डालेंगे. तो पहला sentence क्या है? Dash bull chased me dash road. इसी तरह से बाकी sentences में भी आप blanks fill करें. In the following story, articles have been wrongly used at some of the places. Rewrite the story with correct usage. इस स्टोरी को पढ़ें. इसमें आर्टिकल्स को गलत तरीके से यूज़ किया गया है, तो स्टोरी पढ़ के आप जहाँ पे सूटेबल है करेक्ट आर्टिकल्स को यूज़ करें. Let's enjoy. Articles are missing in the following write-up. Rewrite the same, putting the appropriate articles in place. तो यहाँ पे जो आपको एक स्टोरी टाइप दी गई है ब्लैंक्स के साथ, ब्लैंक्स में करेक्ट आर्टिकल्स को लिखें. So I hope that you have understood this chapter well and you will be able to answer all the questions based on this chapter.